I am Dinakar Raj. I am from ACE. Subject Mathematical Transform Techniques. Applications. Topic is applications of Fourier sine and cosine transform. Fourier series and the Fourier transform. What is the Fourier transform? An harmonic waves, Fourier cosine series for even function, Fourier sine series for odd functions. Then continuous limit the Fourier transform and is inverse. F of t is equals to 1 by 2 pi integration of minus infinity to plus infinity f of omega exponential I omega t into d omega. F of omega is equals to integration of f. What do we hope to achieve with the Fourier transform? We desire a measure of the frequencies present in a wave. This will be lead to a definition of the term the spectrum. Plane waves have only one frequency omega. This light wave has many frequencies and the frequency increases in time from red to blue. This will be nice if our measure also tell us when each frequency occurs. So this is a diagram about the spectrum we see in a wave. Fourier cosine series. Because cos m into t is an even function for all m, we can write an even function f of t as f of t is equals to 1 by pi summation m is equal to 0 to infinity fm cos m into t, where the set fm m is equal to 0 to 1 is a set of coefficients that define the series, and where we will only worry about the function f of t over the interval minus pi to pi. Finding the coefficients fm in a Fourier cosine series. Fourier cosine series f of t is equals to 1 by pi summation m is equal to 0 to infinity fm cos m into t. To find fm, multiply each side by cos mt, where m is another integral, and integrate. Integration of minus pi to pi f of t cos m into t into dt is equal to 1 by pi summation m is equal to 0 to infinity integration minus pi to pi fm cos m into t cos m into dt. So this is dropping the form m. Fourier series. So if f of t is a general function, neither even nor odd, it can be written f of t is equals to 1 by pi summation m is equal to 0 to infinity fm cos m into t plus 1 by pi summation m is equal to 0 to infinity fm sin m into t, even component and odd component, where fm is equals to integration of f of t cos m into t dt. The Fourier transform. Consider the Fourier coefficients. Let's define a function f of m that incorporates both cosine and sine series coefficients, with the sine series distinguished by making it the imaginary component. Let's now allow f of t to range from minus infinity to plus infinity. So we will have to integrate from minus infinity to plus infinity, and let's redefine m to be the frequency which we will have now recall omega. F of omega is called the Fourier transform of f of t. It contains equivalent information to that in f of t. We say that f of t lives in a time domain and f of omega lives in a frequency domain. F of omega is just another way to looking at a function or a wave. The Fourier transform and its inverse. The Fourier transform and its inverse f of omega is equals to integration of minus pi to minus infinity to plus infinity f of t exponential minus I omega t dt. This is Fourier transform. So we can transform to the frequency domain and back. Interestingly, these functions are very similar. There are different definitions of this transform. The 2 pi can occur in several places, but the idea is generally the same. F of t is equals to 1 by 2 pi integration of minus infinity to plus infinity f of omega exponential I omega t dw d omega inverse Fourier transform. The Fourier transform notation. There are several ways to denote the Fourier transform of a function. If the function is labeled by a lowercase letter such as f, we can write f of t becomes f of omega. If the function is labeled by an uppercase letter such as e, we can write e of t becomes e of omega. Sometimes this symbol is used instead of the arrow. So this is the Fourier transform notation. And the next one is functions don't have Fourier transforms. The conditions for the existence of a given f of omega is integration of minus infinity to plus infinity mod of f of t dt greater than infinity. Functions that do not asymptote to 0 in both the plus infinity to minus infinity directions generally do not have Fourier transforms. So we will assume that all functions of interest go to 0. The inverse Fourier transform. The Fourier transform takes us from f of t to f of omega. How about going back? Recall our formula for the Fourier series of f of t. Now transform the sums to integral from minus infinity to plus infinity and again replace fm with f of omega. Remembering the fact that we have introduced a factor of I and including a factor of 2 that just crops up, we have inverse Fourier transform. F of t is equals to 1 by 2 by integration of minus infinity to plus infinity f of omega exponential I omega t d omega. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.